You're about to find out that Batman's most insane villain doesn't need a purple suit. They don't need cryogenic armor, nor do they even need to come up with some saucy, sensational alias with which the media can call them. It's just a single man armed with the kind of psychopathy that would make the Joker's antics look pathetic in comparison. And his name is James Gordon Jr. It's a late night in Gotham City, and Commissioner Jim Gordon mulls over how long and hard it's been being a cop all his life. The phone rings, and it's Detective Harvey Bullock on the other line. "I got something you should see." "I'm listening." "Jim, I think it's something you should see. For yourself." The commissioner heeds his subordinate's request. At the Gotham City aviary, Harvey briefs him that someone, somehow, got past all the security systems and managed to free all the captive birds. Jim thinks this is just another open and shut case of B&E, or animal cruelty at best. But what Harvey shows him next would bring a chill to the commissioner's spine. "You see what I'm seeing, Jim?" "Jim? Jim?" It's the bespectacled images of James Gordon Jr., the commissioner's estranged son. Seeing the grainy security cam footage makes Jim remember Jr. when he gets home. That one night he opened their doors and saw blood splattered all over the living room. "Who's here? Show yourself." "James? James? James, what have you done?" Snapping himself out of his recollection, Jim heads out and pays his daughter, Barbara, the superhero formerly known as Batgirl, now going by the codename Oracle, a visit. They go to a diner and Jim tells his daughter about Junior. "I didn't come here to upset you. I just thought you should know. We're watching for him." "I'm glad you're watching for him. I've been watching for him for years. Keeping an eye out is something I'm pretty good at too, as you know. But see, every time I think I have a bead on James, he disappears. Because he's smart. He's smart and cunning. You and I, we've been through a lot of scary stuff in our lives. Terrifying stuff. But let me tell you, there are only a few things I have nightmares about. One is that door. That door opening, and the gun, and another is James. James staring at me across the lawn, holding Bess's keychain in his hand, turning it over and over, smiling at me." Barbara leaves, unable to maintain her composure with the revelation that her baby brother's back. A waitress approaches Jim and takes his order, and just as she goes and gets it, Jim is shocked to find that Junior is sitting in front of him in the booth. "Hi, Dad. It's been a while." The younger Gordon tells his dad that he's not there to upset him, that he just wants to talk. Jim ultimately accedes. Junior tells him that he just wanted to apologize for all the wrong he's done, but the commissioner knows better. "Bad things? You practically tortured those guys to death, James. And why? Because they made fun of you a little? And what about all the folks at Wayne JRC you almost burned alive, huh? Bad things. Jesus. What about Bess Keller? Back when you were this high..." "I never hurt Bess." "Yeah, well, Barbara thinks different. You know she thinks you're a killer. A murderer. And not just Bess either. To hear her opinion, I can't even." James Gordon, Jr., as you'd expect from a psychopath, manages to calm Jim down and divert his attention. He tells his dad that he needs his help to get a certain drug called diaxamine approved, and that he plans on working with Dr. Leslie Tompkins to do so. Junior says the drug helped him overcome his murderous compulsions, and getting it cleared would help a lot of other people suffering from the same condition as him. All Junior's asking of his dad is to let Dick Grayson, heir to the Wayne fortune and the current Batman of this time, meet with him so that he can explain his proposal. Sometime later, Jim, in the middle of a different case, remembers that one fateful autumn when Junior met Bess Keller. The boy first saw her after Barbara introduced Junior to Bess at their countryside home outside of Gotham. The two girls were close friends who liked to bond over a science kit they co-owned. "Bess and I bought it together a couple years ago. We share it. I keep the box, she keeps the key, so we can only use it when we're together." "Can I see it?" Junior noticed the bat-shaped keychain Bess was holding in her hand before the girl handed him the kit. He fidgeted with his lock the moment he got his hands on it. "What the hell are you doing? You almost broke the lock. Look at this, you little twerp." "Why would you do that, James?" "I was trying to open it for you, Barbara, but the lock is tricky." "But who said I wanted it opened?" "I'm sorry, I just figured that way. If Bess ever went away, you'd still be able to use it yourself." "Went away? What are you talking about? Why would she ever go away, James?" "Ugh, come on, Babs, let's go. Jeez, and I thought my brother was creepy." That same afternoon, Bess looks behind her, startled, as she walks home after meeting with Barbara. And after that, Bess Keller was nowhere to be found. The Gordons and Kellers put up a search for Bess that evening when Barbara told her dad something that would shake his preconceptions about his son. "I saw something in James's hand, Dad. There was something in it, and I think it was Bess's keychain." "Her keychain? What are you saying, Barbara?" "I'm saying, I think he did something to her, Daddy." Jim would confront Junior that same night, only to find that the boy has gotten hold of Bess and Barbara's science kit. He asks him how he opened it. Jim knows one would need Bess's key, but Junior tells him he used a knife. The then Gotham City detective nearly strangles the boy, trying to get him to tell the truth. But it didn't work. Bess Keller would never be seen again after that. In the present, a day after meeting his dad, James Gordon Jr. meets with Dick Grayson. "James? James Gordon? Is that you?" "Hello, Dick." "Wow, it's you. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? The way your mental image of someone doesn't age." "Thank you for meeting with me, Dick." The two reminisce on their childhood, seeing as Dick, Jr., and Barbara grew up together in Gotham. "Right? The picnic in the park, with Barbara and that other boy. Ben Wolf." "Ben Wolf! And he took your glasses and buried them, and Babs pushed him in the pond for it. I remember now. God, what a tool that guy was. Ha! What was your sister thinking?" "We were all just kids. I actually bumped into Ben the other day." "Really?" "I did. He's a pharmaceutical representative now. He lives over on the east side. He was nice as could be. Funny, the way some people take a while to grow into the people they're going to be." Their conversation is cut short when Dick realizes something about a different case he's been working on. He bids his farewell, apologizing to Junior as he does. Sometime later, Junior walks along the suburbs on the east side of Gotham until he reaches the front lawn of a certain house. He opens the mailbox, one that has the surname Wolf written on it. He enters the empty house and descends the stairs to the basement. "Hello, Ben. Guess who I just met with? Your old friend Dick Grayson. Yup, we were just talking about you. Isn't that funny?" In that dark basement under the Wolf residence is a man, or at least what's left of him. His extremities have been amputated, even his jaw, and all Ben Wolf can do is desperately plead with James Gordon Jr. as the bespectacled man in front of him grabs a saw. Now, where were we? And that, boys and girls, is one of Batman's greatest villains. Someone who doesn't need a costume, someone who doesn't need to perform atrocities on a grand level, and, most importantly, someone that even Batman doesn't know, at least not yet, is just blending in with the citizens of Gotham City. Do you agree that James is one of Batman's best villains? Want to find out how the story plays out? Let us know in the comments section below, and we might just make a follow-up to this video. And to be the first to see more amazing pop culture content, subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell. We'll see you soon, only here at KRTV Marvel.